Hello everyone and welcome back once again to another score predictions video. We have just finished match day 7 out of 10 on the World Cup European qualifiers for Qatar in 2022, and in a couple of days time we're going to be launching straight into match day 8 before then going into the final international break when match day 9 and 10 will be played in about 1.5 months time. So, once again, as we have been doing the past times we've done these videos, we're going to be working our way through Group A all the way over to Group J, and just going to be doing the matches in each group for match day 8. Let's just begin with Portugal against Luxembourg. Now, Portugal playing a friendly with Qatar instead of playing in match day 7, seeing that they have got 5 in their group. So they had a rest from the World Cup qualifiers this past 2 days, and Luxembourg did narrowly get a defeat against Serbia. They did lose that one 1-0. I fancy really Portugal coming back strong into the qualifiers table. They're going to retain that first place spot and get a nice comfortable 3-0 victory here. Fairly confident with this one. I really don't think Luxembourg will be able to get one against Portugal, and Portugal, obviously it's Portugal against Luxembourg, so definitely favourites to win this one, and just the players that they have, their attack, I feel 3 goals will be a nice high-scoring game in this game. Let's move on now to the last game in Group A, which is Serbia against Azerbaijan, who had just lost to Ireland 3-0 today. Serbia, once again, going up to that narrow victory 1-0 against Luxembourg. The last time that these two played each other, Serbia and Azerbaijan, it was a 2-1 victory to Serbia. I'm going to go that Serbia's going to score another 2 in this game. I'm not going to say it's going to be a repeat from the last scoreline, and I do think it'll be a 2-0 victory to Serbia in this one. So moving on to Group B now, where we've got Kosovo against Georgia. Kosovo losing 3-0 to Sweden, where Georgia also losing 2-0 to Greece. This will be an interesting one because both teams, let's just say that they're not going to be able to qualify for the World Cup. Not the greatest of 2 teams. I don't know the 2 sides, so I can't really say anything. That's why in this one I am just going to go for a 1-1 draw. I can't really say much about the 2 sides. I don't know if their defence is good or bad, or if their attack is good or bad. So, I'll go 1-1 for this. But for me, it could go either way. So let's just move on now to probably a more interesting game, but probably more likely that Sweden will still win this one. It is Sweden against Greece. Sweden beating Kosovo 3-0 and Greece beating Georgia 2-0. The last time that Greece did play Sweden, they did beat them 2-1. I don't think it's going to be a repeat of that game, or the result is going to be a repeat. I do think Sweden will get the win here, and they'll want to top the group. It's between Spain and Sweden for topping this group, because Sweden were top of the group after Spain with quite a bad start. And then it kind of swept around with Spain leading now in first place. I've got the table above me here for you guys to have a look at. But I don't know. I'm going to say a Sweden victory in this one, and I'm going to go 2-1. I think it was 2-1 to Greece last time. This time's going to be the opposite way round. Same scoreline, just for a different team. But Sweden and Spain, it's definitely an interesting group because, in past years you would expect Spain to be like topping this group, but they're not really well, they are top of the group, but a bit of a shaky start. And don't get me wrong, they're doing very well in the Nations League after beating Italy to make it to the final to play France. It'll be interesting to see who tops the group in Group B. That'll be it for Group B. Now moving on to Group C, where we've got Bulgaria, who did lose 3-1 to Lithuania against Northern Ireland, who did lose 2-0 to Switzerland. I don't know really the result that's going to be in here. I'm going to go for a narrow 1-0 victory to Northern Ireland. I would say Northern Ireland just have a little bit of a more experienced squad. The defence has been quite good the past few games. Obviously conceding 2 to Switzerland, which is Switzerland. They're an all right side, doing very well in the competitions. And then Northern Ireland, when we have a look at past other few games, they've got the 0-0 draw with Switzerland before the other Switzerland game tonight. 4-1 victory against Lithuania, and 0-0 with Bulgaria. It was 0-0 last time out with Bulgaria and Northern Ireland. But I think Northern Ireland will just grab a goal in this one and keep a clean sheet. Lithuania against Switzerland now. Switzerland, I'm going to back Switzerland to win this one. And even though Lithuania did get 3 against Bulgaria, it is a completely different side. And I don't think they'll be able to get any in this one. And I think Switzerland will get another comfortable 2-0 victory just after beating Northern Ireland 2-0. That's it now for Group C now. Italy not playing. They played in the Nations League. Just going back up there, Italy haven't had a game for quite some time in the European qualifiers, but they have been in the Nations League, so probably why. Now we're up to Group D with Kazakhstan against Finland. Kazakhstan losing 2-0 to Bosnia and Herzegovina, where Finland narrowly losing out to Ukraine 2-1. I'm going to say Finland will bounce back and get a victory here. They managed to get a 1-0 victory last time out when these two sides played each other. I'm going to say it'll be a 2-1 victory to Finland. I think I'll back Kazakhstan just to get a goal in this one. Moving on to Ukraine and Bosnia and Herzegovina, I'm going to back Ukraine in this game for the full way, getting the 2-1 victory against Finland. Prior to that, a 1-1 draw with France. I do think Ukraine will get a very comfortable victory in here, and I think Bosnia is going to experience an absolute battering in this game. I'm going to say 3-0 to Ukraine. Bit of a risky scoreline that I've said there, but there's going to be some very interesting games with high scoring games in, and I think we're just leading up now to the more excitable and enjoyable matches. We've got some countries that are not going to be able to qualify for the World Cup, I would say, and now we're leading into the more interesting groups here, with Belarus and Czech Republic. Czech Republic getting a 2-2 draw with Wales last time. Czech Republic gifted with that own goal from Danny Ward, the Wales goalkeeper. And Czech Republic, I think they'll turn their 2-2 draw with Wales into a win against Belarus. And I do think Belarus won't be able to score. I mean, they have the last time they played Czech Republic, it was 1-0 to Czech Republic. Just having a look at Belarus's last match, they got a 1-0 defeat to Belgium. Their last match was 2-0 to Estonia, and then before that was a narrow 1-0 to Belgium, which not many teams only concede 1 to Belgium, considering Belarus as well, not a big squad. The last time Belarus got a goal was in a 2-3 loss against Wales back in matchday 5, I think. So they've not scored for quite some time. I'm going to say they're going to continue that unfortunate little bit of run, and I think Czech Republic will get a 2-0 victory here. Estonia and Wales. This is a game that Wales should win. They did pick up the 0-0 draw with Estonia last time out, and they're gonna come back from that. They're playing each other quite soon after, and they'll get a 2-0 victory here. And then that's it for Group E. Group F now. We've got quite a lot of matches here. We're gonna have to scroll down a bit here. But this is going to be when 6 teams are always playing a game. It's going to be 3 matches, starting with Denmark and Australia. Australia, where did I get that from? It's Euros. Denmark against Austria. And Denmark beating Moldova 4-0 last time, this evening. And Austria, I keep on saying Austria beating the Faroe Islands 2-0. So Denmark got a 100% record, not lost, not drawn a single game, all victories so far, coming into Matchday 8. It'll be a tight game. I think they'll get it though, and I'm going to say 3-1 to Denmark. Faroe Islands against Scotland next. Scotland's beating Israel 3-2. Oris, quite a few goals when Scotland play. There's either lots conceded, lots scored. And I do think it'll be a bit more of a nervy game with this one, because Scotland's going to be wanting to get in that second place slot and make it into the World Cup through another extra qualifiers, where all of the teams that have not quite made it through go into one, and not really sure exactly how it works. But with this one, I do think Scotland will get a win. It was 3-2 last time Scotland played. Tonight I think it'll be 2-1 Scotland still to win it, and for them to climb up the table even more. And then we've got Israel against Moldova, who did lose 4-0 to Denmark, and also they lost to the Faroe Islands 2-1 as well. So I'm going to think Israel should be able to win this game, scoring 2 against Scotland, not managing to get one against Denmark in that 5-0 defeat, but they managed to score 5 against Austria in a 5-2 victory. I'm gonna say tight. I watched a bit of the Israel and Scotland game, and both teams very good on the attack. I'm going to say Israel's going to get 3, and it'll be 3-1 to Israel. Now moving on to Group G, once again 3 matches in this Matchday 8 for Group G, 6 teams in the group. Starting off with Latvia against Turkey. Turkey getting a 1-1 draw with Norway. Latvia just narrowly losing to Netherlands 1-0. I think Turkey should have this. I'm going to say 1-0 to Turkey. It'll be a tight game, because Latvia do make it hard for you to score past them, but Turkey should get the win here, and I'll say 1-0 to Turkey. Netherlands against Gibraltar. Should be an easy win for the Netherlands here. I'm going to go 4-0. What's 4Q? 4-0. There we go. And then finishing it off with Norway against Montenegro. Always get stuck between the two names. I think it's Montenegro. But either way, no matter how you pronounce it, I'm still going to say that Norway are going to get the victory in this one. And I think it'll be a tight game, because Norway, in the end, I think they are going to get the win. But when there's 2 sides that aren't really the greatest, but still compared to you've got San Marino and that lot, I think it'll be high scoring and both teams with lots of chances. So I'm going to say 3-2 to Norway in this one. Pretty ambitious with the scoreline here, 5 goals, and then to be so narrow like that. But I'll go with that. And then Group H, Cyprus against Malta, where Cyprus did lose 3-0 to Croatia. Malta didn't play this tonight, yesterday, and for Matchday 7. But last time they did play was a 4-0 thrashing against Slovenia. They were the one, Malta, who got thrashed. Not Malta that got 4 against Slovenia. And Cyprus, again, it's going to be another one of these two games that could go either way. So not much I know about these two, so I'll just go fair in the middle again and go 1-1. Croatia against Slovakia, I'll go for a Croatia victory here. Just looking back at a few of Slovakia's last games, narrow defeat 1-0 to Russia, beating Cyprus 2-0. So I'll say 3-1 to Croatia in this game, and finishing us off with Slovenia and Russia in Group H, where I will go for a Russia 2-0 victory. Group I now, up to England's group, and this is going to be quite a good game. Albania against Poland. Albania getting a narrow 1-0 victory against Hungary. Poland beating San Marino 5-0. I think I got that prediction right. I think I said it was going to be like 4-0, 5-0 to Poland. I think in the end I did go 5-0, so got a prediction right. And when looking at it, England and Andorra, I think I also I think I said 4-0 to England, but once again almost getting 2 right in this group, so I'm doing quite well in this one for getting predictions right. So I'm going to try and keep that streak going, and I'm going to say it'll be 2-1 to Poland. This one, quite confident about. Tight game, both medium sides here. I'll just edge Poland in this one. England against Hungary. This will be another good game. I think it'll be tight. Maybe in the second half the goals will start coming for England, and in the end I will say 3-0. England should absolutely cruise through all of these matches. Maybe not against Poland, but all the other teams should be easy for them. So, they got 5 against Andorra. I think they'll get a little less, but still get a victory here. And then San Marino against Andorra. No idea how I am really supposed to predict this one. Wow. San Marino played Andorra. They did lose 2-0. Watching Andorra tonight, conceding 5 to England, just no really any game plan at all. No chances for them. Maybe one chance in the full 90 minutes that was played. But they are against San Marino, and San Marino getting thrashed 5-0 by Poland, thrashed 5-0 by Albania, also 7-1 against Poland. Poland getting 7 and San Marino getting 1. I don't think yeah, I do actually. I think San Marino will get 1 goal, and then Andorra will win it 2-1. And yeah, we are back now with the final group. Finally, so many matches being played in these qualifiers, but only 2 more left to go. Matchday 9 and Matchday 10. But starting the final group is Iceland against Liechtenstein, where again 2 sides aren't the greatest. I'll go 1-1 in this one. Neither of them going to get any chance really of getting qualified for a World Cup at the moment. North Macedonia and Germany now. This will be interesting. Germany beating Romania 2-1 North Macedonia beating Liechtenstein 4-0. The last time that North Macedonia and Germany played was a 2-1 victory to North Macedonia. Germany's attack, apart from Timo Werner, very lethal, but I'm going to say that they're only going to pick up a point in this game because North Macedonia, I'm going to say, are going to have one of those games against a very good side and get a well-earned point, which brings us on to our final game in Matchday 8 in the final group, in Group J, where we finish off with one that I've probably not got a clue about. Romania against Armenia, where I'm probably going to back Romania in this one. I've been saying lots of draws for the ones that I've not been sure about, but I'll finish off here with a 2-1 victory to Romania. This could be a draw actually, because once again, all the sides that I've said that have been playing each other, that I don't know about their defence, don't know about their attack. It's always a bit shaky in between everything. But I'll finish off with Romania getting a victory in this one. So yeah, that's going to be it for this long 20-minute video. All of my World Cup qualifiers normally take 20 minutes, so continuing with that streak. Lots of games to predict, so takes quite a bit of time actually. But please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already, to support it. And I will see you all in another video very soon. Thank you for watching.